Hey, what's up, y'all? Alf here with some Ultra Premier GBL action recorded live on Twitch. Yes, I did it for science. I played some Ultra Premier. I've got a couple sets that you'll see over the next couple days. Playing with Dragon Breath Charizard, with a Shadow Swampert, with a Venusaur, the old starter trio, and had some fun aside from a little hiccup in the middle of the set, which I did my best to sort of trim down so you didn't have to watch me Dragon Breath down an entire team. Unfortunately, I had a lot of fun, and the games were close and they were exciting, and I'll probably maybe dip in a little bit more Premier this season. A lot of XL mons. I'm not currently using any of those, but honestly I still had fun, and the ones I saw were good. I think they're awesome. They're diversifying that meta, and that's already a diverse meta, so it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. So I hope you enjoy these battles, and I will see you all next time. I don't know. Do I think this team is great? No, not really, but do I think it might be fun? This could be fun. So we're going to try it. And this might be the only Premier set I play today, but I wanted to play at least one to get a better sense of what's happening there. So we're just going to sort of see what happens. Fingers crossed. Squall Slayer, our first opponent. Let's go. Let's go. Cross your fingers for us. We've got a Zard and a Raichu. Ooh, a Alolan Raichu. That is certainly a fun little... 2, 3. Oh, boo. Do these run Grass Knot? Generally speaking. Okay, Psychic. It still collapsed, but oh, I very much needed to. So our other issue here is just the plain part where this Tangrowth is a really good core breaker too for us, because it actually can just beat the Zard outright. It actually can just beat us outright. Interesting. Yeah, the XL Alolan Raichu is a fun little flex. That's a pretty reasonable XL mon. Yeah, we should have probably overheated there, just because, like, I really don't think they're priced into shielding much. And we actually, because they're not running Grass Knot, we actually do have some issues coming into play here, which is primarily that yeah, we're definitely down. We're definitely out of shields at this point, and we're just a little slow here. Oh, and an Umbreon. Okay, well, remember what we said about XLs in our MMR bracket? Well, should be fun. We have a Best Buddy Umbreon. We have the Alolan Raichu. They also have 2 shields, so like we were gonna lose this anyway. We just could never make up the shields. What? Drew, need is a funny word. I don't need shit, frankly. I built this team specifically on Dragon Breath because this team needs a better Dragonite matchup, and that's what it's sent to do in this scenario. Yowzas. That's pretty brutal. GG's. So, okay. A lot of core breakers there for us too. Like, the Raichu is great against Charizard and is pretty good against it's honestly pretty good against our whole team. The Umbreon is just a neutral fest, and then the Tangrowth is like the best available option against both. Yeah, that's a hard team for us. Jesus. That might be that, like, if teams look like that, this team is just bad. I don't think any moveset change would have changed us on that. That was a very, very strong team and presented us with very few positive matchups. Tangrowth is something we give up with Zard moving to Dragon Breath as well. So we've hedged in a direction, and we found that direction not the correct one here. Venusaur. Okay. We are better in this fight if we have... Okay, Typhlosion. All right, so that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. We're going to throw. The best case scenario for them, I've looked at this matchup before. Oh, they shielded. Okay. They can solar beam us. It is doable. Okay, and they baited. So they actually, I think, have a scenario here. Well, it's not one difference, right? All right, is it one? No, it's blast burn again. Okay, straight blast burn. I was like, they can barely survive one hydro cannon, so I didn't want them to just like no shield and then barely survive. All right, AJ, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, friend. They've got the Venusaur, so that's gonna come in and cover that. We're just gonna come on back here. I'm probably gonna get sludge waved or sludge bombed, which does damage. Like, it's not terrible, as you can obviously see. Okay, Gyarados. All right, well, we're gonna throw a Dragon Claw at it. I think what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I'm in a position where, yeah, okay, where another charge move is reasonable for us. How do we lose from here? I think we lose by pile up damage coming in with these Dragon Breaths. So basically, like, what I didn't want to find there was like, let them land a crunch and then shield their way through. And farm down scenarios for their Venusaur are extremely narrow. Like, they don't have a lot of ways to farm us down. So they're gonna have to either shield or put themselves in kind of some awkward spots here. Or time their damage like perfectly. Like, I think a Sludge Bomb. So yeah, they're stacking energy. A Sludge Bomb does decent damage. Question is, will it kill us? So what I want to avoid is basically a scenario where we get farmed, because I think that's the scenario where we lose. But I don't know that they can do that. Also, we already have the charge move, so this is why I stacked up the charge move on the Gyarados, just so I had the option of coming in and just stealing it. GG's. Okay. A little bit more fair fight that time for us. We didn't run into anything there that was like an absolute nightmare. That played very cleanly for us at the end. And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. At least that time my brain spit out the information in a reasonable way. Zapfire, or Zapire, I think. There's no H there. Let's see what you got. We got Zard and we've got Empoleon. So not a great matchup for us. I'm gonna go ahead and just immediately duck out. All right, Venusaur, not really what we want to see, but we did get to the Earthquake at least. Which they're not going to shield. The question is now, like, I don't actually think there's a scenario where we can farm them down, unfortunately, even after landing that. So our big issue is the Empoleon is pretty darn good. I should have let the timer run there. That was actually a little bit, I got a little aggressive. What we can do here, if they try and get a little too feisty, I'm actually going to shield once because overheat's going to do a lot of damage. So, and we're going to switch after this overheat anyway. This is literally the first set, Zabex, yeah. So if they let this land, I'm feeling pretty good. And this is like not a great matchup for us either. Ooh, Gallade. So the Gallade fight is very winnable. The downside for us is that we're gonna come out of it so low that I don't think it's gonna matter that we can win it. Like, we're gonna land a Frenzy Plant, but our health is so unbelievably low at this point that I feel like the chances of us winning are extremely low. because we're actually low enough, I think, to die to regular old waterfalls. Although, ooh, that's actually great for us because we're still up a shield too. The Zard has enough health to potentially get us somewhere. So, wow, GG's, Venusaur coming through. Huh. All right, Kirky, have a good one, friend. I honestly didn't think I was gonna win that at the end. I didn't think I was gonna win that at the end. If they had snuck in like literally one confusion there, I think we lose. I think if they'd snuck in like almost any confusions, we lose. Wow. All right, Gosh T, our next opponent. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see, we got Zard and we found a Dragonite, a Shadow Dragonite nonetheless. We should be favored here. Also, they are not attacking me. Are you still with us, friend? Uh-oh. Oh no, that's a bummer. And be like, yeah, it's unfortunate. They never came back. It just sucks. Like, I don't necessarily want my wins this way either, right? So I kind of wish we had got to play it because I think the battle would have been actually kind of fun. All right, let's do one more Premier Cup battle. See how the team goes. Hey, Clouded Chowder with the raid. What's up? Get in here, friends. We got a Premier Cup battle just about to start. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Golden Statesman, Juice, let's do it. Ooh, a Politoed. That is going to be a real issue for us. I was really hoping to catch them off guard there. So we're gonna get clapped by whatever this is, right? I had a feeling. Okay, Talonflame. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So that's a good swap too, because it's gonna let them get a lot of running start here and put a lot of pressure on us. It is not maxed out. You are correct. This Talonflame is not maxed out. So we can't afford to throw a shield at this thing. What I'm hoping is we narrowly survive and get to throw. Yeah, because Incinerate's a long form move. So we actually get to throw this. We just needed to survive with literally any HP would do the job. Okay, and they didn't shield. Interesting. Okay. So we'll clean that up. We still have this Politoed as a problem. We know it has Blizzard now. Swampert is going to have it's really going to have its handful here. So we're going to go ahead and try. Yeah, we're going to take a Weather Ball, which I don't think is lethal. Nope, not quite. They need to get to another one. And the upside here for us is that we do actually do damage with Dragon Breath. Like we're not on Fire Spin, so we can actually put some pressure on it. And Ninetales in the back. All right. Okay. So these are all XL works in progress, it looks like, yeah? What does Weather Ball do to us? Yeah, that's not unreasonable. They're all XL works in progress. Respect. They're getting their reps in. Okay. Interesting. Like, if we can get the Politoed into a scenario where we have a shield and they don't, I feel like, or just a scenario where we don't get farmed by it. I'm gonna shield here. Finish this off. I still have Dragon Breath, so they're gonna need to stack 2 Weather Balls here, I think, to reasonably have a shot at killing us. And I don't know that they can do that before they die. It's gonna get really, really close because this Weather Ball is gonna kill us, so they need a second one stacked. And I can't remember if they ducked out with energy. They may have. Yeah, they did. GG's. Well played. Well played. I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, they threw the weather ball and then ducked, so nice management. We probably could have played that a little different, but because we couldn't farm down the Ninetales with Charizard, there wasn't really an option for us to like save the shield and then go there. All right. Let's get our encounter and then I'll take a look at the draft. Hey, it's Galvantula. Okay. We'll take our 3 and 2 vibes. We'll take them.